Thank you for joining our online class week 8. So after joining MS Team, please log into your Spectrum and take your attendance. So at the same time, please ask your friends or your team members in joining our online class today. Thank you for your collaborations.
Hello, doctor.
Yes.
Hi, doctor. Hope you're doing well. I just want to ask and clarify, when exactly is our quiz? Is it next week?
Yes, regarding with your quiz and online test, later on, we will discuss for it because I'm planning to discuss with all my IPK students regarding the date and the time of our quiz. I
Okay.
will explain to you when every representative from every groups already have joined our MS team. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. So, if you are the representative, representative means the team leaders or the team members, please type it in our chat box. For example, group 1 here, group 10 here, group 11 here. So thank you for your collaborations. Oh, Jason is here. How are you, Jason?
Hi, Dr. Fine. I'm fine.
Yeah, nice to meet you back.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, great. You are the first one to type it in
Yeah.
the chat box. Very good. Very good. Okay, very good. If your birthday today, please let us know. Then we're going to celebrate for our students. So let me check for it. There will be group 1 is here, and just give me 1 minute. I will able to see group 1 is here, and how about group 2 is here, and how about the group number 3? Group number 3, anyone from group number 3 here? Any students from group number 3? If you are the student from group number 3, please type it here. Thanks, Lim. So group number 4, let me see. Group number 4 is here, and group number 5. Group number 5 here. Thank you. And group number 6. And 7, 8, and 9. Let me see group number 9. Anyone from group number 9? 10, 11, and 12. Group 12. Thanks, and group 12. I will able to see 14s and 13s. We are still waiting for group number 12. Anyone from group number 12? If you are the team members or the team leaders from group number 12, you just have to type it in the chat box by saying that group 12 here. Then we can start our class. However, we're still waiting for other groups. Group number 12. So meanwhile, please ask your friends or your team members in joining our MS team, our online class this week. So anyone from group number 12 here? Second call? No anyone from group number 12? Then we have to wait, okay, for them. Yes, group 4 is here. So how about group number 12? 1, 2? So after joining our MS team, please log in into your Spectrum by keying your username and the password, and make sure you have to take your attendance. It's very important. This is a gender reminder. No anyone from group number 12, is it? Then I have to So I already have us in our groups. So if you are from group number 12, could be anyone, could be any team members or your team leaders, you just type it group 12 here. Then we can start our class immediately. Because I prefer to proceed our discussions when every representative or the team members have joined our MS team. So therefore, okay, they can pass this message to the team members later on. Could someone try to text the team leaders of group number 12? So please ask them in joining our MS team now, our online class now. Could someone try to text the team leaders of group number 12? Yes. Finally, okay. The team members from group number 12 is here. So thank you. Okay, then we let us get started on our online class today. So again, thank you so much in joining our MS team. So this is the third joining reminder. So after joining our MS team, please take your attendance and please screenshot the attendance as a proof. So later on, okay, later on, okay, you have to share it with your team leaders. Then your team leaders will just take your attendance. So before we go into proceed our lectures, so I would like to have several updates with all my students here. So number one is about the assignments, because I prefer to make it very clear for every assignments that I'm going to give it to all my students. So previously I have assigned the first assignment to all my APK students. So the first assignment is case study. So make sure that every team leaders you already have submitted your first assignments to Spectrums, Gmails, and uploaded to the share folder in that created by our course lab in Google Drive. And make sure that before you going to save and give a name for your assignments, you have to follow the formats that I shared with you previously. So this one, make sure all of you already have submitted. At the same time, course lab, please double check for it. Is any groups that still haven't submitted their group assignments? So please remind them and get back to me, because it's very important. So we have to monitor for it. Let's say if the groups have some difficulties, especially, for example, in internet connectivity, so please inform us as soon as possible. So then we will put remarks. Then we will consider us, okay, your current situation that you have, because as you know, starting from week 1 until week 14, we have to conduct our class via MS Team or by via online mode. So therefore, uh, if you have any difficulties, especially in accessing the internet, or have any technical problems, or even if some student, if you are not, if they are not feeling well, please inform to your team leaders. Then we will see how could we assist you. So especially during the day, I still remember once I received the updates, okay, I immediately shared it with all of you. So what we are being informed that our online classes will be extended until week 14, means until end of this semester. So in other words, we are going to conduct our classes from week 1 until week 14 via online mode. So therefore, we will not, okay, go back to our lecture hall as scheduled. So mostly we're going to conduct it by using MS Teams, because in terms of the capacities, so our MS Team were able to support more than 100 students. Because currently, okay, yeah, for every APK classes, the capacity students are very rush for it, very big, okay. So there are many students in every APK groups. So mostly our MS team will be our platforms. So this is about the first update I would like to share with you. So go back to your assignments. So because normally I'm going to make sure that all of my students already have submitted their assignments, and at the same time they know what should they do for their assignment and what shouldn't do for their assignments. So number 1 will be our case study. So I still remember I also asked every groups, okay, you have, especially the team leaders, you have to submit the grouping forms. So the grouping forms, every team leader, you just have to submit once, unless your team members or your team, even okay, could be your team leaders, is anyone from your groups have transferred to another university or faculties, then please share me, okay, as soon as possible by attach the formal letter from faculty. Then you have to prepare another grouping form for it. If not, you just have to prepare one grouping forms. And another forms will be assignment submission forms. For this form, every time that you are going to submit your assignments, you means the team leaders, okay? Every time the team leaders is going to submit the assignments, the group assignment, so the team leaders has to attach with these assignment submission forms. So under these assignment submission forms, so first of all, the team leaders have to get the permissions from the team members. Okay, especially when they request their e-signatures from their team members. So for the e-signatures, so every student here, you can create another e-signatures, especially for the assignment submission forms purposes or attendance or purposes. So as long as these signatures is acknowledged by these students, so and the team leaders are have get the permissions from the team members, then we can make it for it. So after the team leaders have received the permissions of getting their e-signatures, so please, okay, before you're going to paste it their e-signatures into the assignment submission forms, even the grouping forms, even for the weekly attendance, okay, please you also have to share with your team members by saying that actually we already have paste your e-signatures in the forms. Then we have to inform to our team members and get their permissions. So we try to make it very clear for everything to your team members. So this is very important. So furthermore, also have assigned the next assignment we call as value proposition model. So although this is called as a value proposition model, so the proper flow or the process will be like this. So after the team, after you have generated the business idea with your team members, so then you have to finalize everything in your business canvas model. So after you have finalized everything in your business canvas model, then you just proceed with your value proposition model. So after you have finalized the business canvas model and your value proposition model, then you have to elaborate and extend your explanations via your business plan or your marketing portfolio. So just a general reminder here. So make sure that whatever that you stated in your business canvas model is related with your value proposition model and also related with the copywriting that you stated in your marketing portfolio or business plan. And this is very important because you cannot share A versions in business canvas model, then you set different versions in value proposition model, then you set another different version in your copywriting. So when you go through properly, so you will realize that actually all these assignments actually they are related, they're interrelated. So even though for your business pitching later on, so actually it should daily. So the next assignment will be a value proposition model. So you just have to the team leader, you just have to submit the value proposition model. But for your marketing portfolio or your business plan, so you have to submit your business canvas model and your value proposition model, because later on we're going to check either these two business model actually is daily with your copywriting and every current practice that you had, because this should be matched and should be daily. So this one I have to inform all of you in advance. So this will be the your assignments, your value proposition or model assignments, and your business plan or marketing portfolio. So this is just a general reminder for all the students, because I still receive some questions from some of my APK students. They still are not clear that either they have to prepare two means they have to prepare the business plan and business and the marketing portfolio, or they just have to prepare either ones. So I would like to clarify again here. So currently, okay, there will be 4 options for every groups to select for it. So we have the option 1, option 2, 3, and 4. So for example, option 1 and 2. So let's say if you have your own products and you are planning to promote it via social media, or if you have some connections, okay, with or with some drop shipping company, then you are planning to promote the products. So mostly you just have to prepare marketing portfolio only. You do not need to prepare the business plan. So the business plan actually is only for those groups which are preparing for the option number 3, or either for the if they are going to participate into our competitions. So if they have chosen the youth challenge, then they have to prepare the business plan. So once let's say they have chosen option 3, or they have chosen the youth challenge, then they just have to prepare business plan, and they do not need to prepare the marketing portfolio. Same, if you have chosen the option number 1 or 2, or the youth influencer, then you just have to prepare the marketing portfolio, and you do not need to prepare the business plan. However, I would like to make it very clear again here. So whatever you are going to choose the option 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, every groups and every students, you still have to prepare your business model. Means that every students or every groups, okay, I make it clear. Every groups, you still have to prepare your business model. When we said this business model, we refer to business canvas model and value proposition model. I would like to highlight it, especially for every groups for my APK courses. So every groups, you have to prepare your canvas model and your value proposition model, and every groups, you have to prepare for your business pitching. So our business pitching will be on week 13. So as I told you earlier, the every students, you are compulsory to attend our business pitching in the week 13. So for the week 14, so every student you also have to attend for it, because if any students, for example, if you have encountered some technical problems especially in your attendance, everything, so you have to remind me in the week 14, because I'm going to prepare the attendance rates, okay, especially for the international students. So please attend all the classes for every week. This is very important. I would like to remind again here. So this is about the something that I would like to share with you. So last week was our online seminars. So we have invited our guest speaker. So I just make it very clear to all my APK students here. So after attending these seminars, all the groups, you have to submit your next group assignments, which is called as reflection report for our seminars. This is a group assignments. So you all have to submit it before our class. So this is just a latest update that I have received. So after the seminars, okay, I have requested the PowerPoint slide from our guest speaker. So even though a few days back, I also have requested again from our guest speaker. Our class today is starting from 12 p.m. until 2 p.m. In this semester, I'm teaching 5 APK groups. So there will be 3 groups. So and for these 3 groups means the groups yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So we have invited the same guest speaker. So means that last Wednesday, last Thursday, and last Friday, we have invited the same speaker for our online seminar series. So today at around 10 o'clock something, okay, 10 o'clock plus. So I just received the PowerPoint slide from the speaker. So after consider okay everything. So I think that I just share this PowerPoint slides with you. So by next week, because it's not fair to I'm going to share with this slide for all my APK students in this week, especially the students for yesterday classes and the student for today classes. Because within 1 hour plus is very difficult for all of you to read all the slides. And furthermore, I've been informed that some of you have the classes before our class today, and especially for our yesterday APK students. So they already have submitted everything. So therefore, to be fair to every groups of APK students, especially these 3 groups of APK students, then I do not share it for especially during this week, because I want to treat and all every students in a very fair manners. So if you need the slide, so please you can get back to me. Then I'm going to share with you mostly starting next week. So also will be same for the APK student, especially for my APK student on Friday, which is tomorrow day. So I also will not share with them. So then I will make it very fair to all my APK students. So some students ask me, so why the group Monday APK student their submission date of their refresher report will be different with other APK students groups. So hereby I would like to clarify here because for the APK students group on Monday and Tuesday, we have invited another different speaker. And because the speaker cannot make it on Monday, so therefore we have to wait for another week. So therefore, for the APK students batch of Monday, they just have to wait for another week. So to be fair to them, so their submissions date will be different with another 4 of my APK students. Therefore, I just want to make it very clear because I treat all my APK students in a very fair manner. No matter or whatever you are the international students or you are the local students, I treat every of my APK students in a very fair manners. So now I'm going to discuss with you about our online tests. As I informed earlier, so I will not give the online test without sharing the date and the times of our exam online quiz in advance. Means that I will not give you the test at the same time you do not know that the day will be our test, because this is not fair to all my students if I do it so for all of you, because you need times in preparing your revisions. At the same time, you also need times in studying all the notes. So I will only will inform the dates and the times to all my APK students in advance. Then they will have enough time in preparing their revisions. So for this online test, I want to make it very clear to all my APK students here. This online test is an individual assessment. Means that every students, I would like to say every students, you have to make revisions and you have to answer it by yourself. This is not a group assessment. So therefore, you have to start to make your revisions starting now. So regarding with the times and the day and the method on how to conduct for this online test, later on I'm going to finalize it and discuss it with your team leaders. If you have the difficulties in accessing the internet, so or your internet connectivity is not stable, so please inform to your team leaders and me in advance. Then we will try to think what are the alternatives that we can make it for you all. Because mostly our online tests will be conducted via Spectrum. So Therefore, okay, it's very important that you have to make sure your internet connectivity is stable. So go back to this online test. Let me share the current practice that we have. So because right now we are having our online class, so everything we have to make it online. So this is impossible that we are going to make it in our lecture hall by giving all this printed copy of the quiz to everyone. So therefore, we have to make it via Spectrum. So when we say we make it via Spectrum, means that I just want to make it very clear. Some regulations and policies for our online test in advance. If you have any questions, you can ask me now or either after our online class. So first, I'm going to share with you. So you have to download all the PowerPoint slides and all the notes from our Spectrum. So after logging into your Spectrum, so there will be many PowerPoint slides already being uploaded in our Spectrum. So you also have to go through with every week planner. So for example, you try to go to the week 1, week 2 until the week of the current week. So sometimes I also will upload the PowerPoint slide, for example, in a week 6 or week 7 or week 8. So first, you have to download all the PowerPoint slide. Then you have to make your revisions. And if you're interested to know more, you can also download the e-book. And this e-book is we make it via the PowerPoint slide. You also can download the PowerPoint slide as your additional reading. So for your primary reading, please focus on all the everything that we have discussed during our lecture. And all the scope will be until the week before our test. I just give you one example. So for example, let's say our quiz is on next week. So then you have to study every slide and everything that we have discussed it until this week. But I did not say that our quiz is on next week. This is only an example. So means that in other words, you just have to study, okay, all everything until or before our week of online quiz. So you have to study everything. So go back to this online quiz. As I told you, this is an individual assessment. So every student, you are compulsory to take this online test. And after the students have logged in and click to start for this online test, the student cannot just simply view and see the questions and log out. Because once the students have clicked to start for this online test, so the system will automatically calculate the remaining times. So for example, the test will be 30 minutes. So whatever the student like or not, okay, after 30 minutes, the system will automatically generate the result from this student, and the system will send the result to the system. So never and never try and click the questions after that log out, because it will cause the students score 0, because the students will the student cannot log in and see the question and log out. The student, once the student has clicked the link to start for it, the student have to answer all the questions within the times the givens. So this will be some policy for all the students. So for our online test, so I would like to know that is it all of you, are you coming from the same faculty, right? Faculty of Engineering, right? Could I know, is it anyone that you are not coming from Faculty of Engineering? You can type it in the chat box. Because I will not give the test when all my students also have their test in the same day, then you will feel very stressful. And furthermore, during the time you also have to submit your assignments, because the due date is same as our online test. Then you will feel very nervous if we do it so. So from here, I will able to see some of you are coming from faculty or computer science, means FSKTM. Some of you Alam Bina. Could I know what it is? RETWEED. These are not sure which faculty is it, but build environments. Okay, great. So means that the timetable will be different for you all. I thought all of you are coming from faculty of engineering. That may be easier for us. So very good questions, Muhammad. So is it MCQ format? So therefore, I would like to ask you your maturity. Do you prefer MCQ, or you prefer some structured question or some essay questions? Because some students that told me that they need a challenge questions. They like because MCQ is too easy for to them. So please let me know which one that you prefer to. Then we will follow the maturity. So from here, I will able to see. I think many of you you prefer, yes, MCQ is too easy. So any suggestions? Please let me know. We would like to follow the maturity. Yes, because some of you say that MCQ is very easy. Yes, I have this kind of student. They say that, sir, okay, why not you try to come up with some questions very difficult and make it for example, have a case study. I also can make it for you, no problem, no worries. I can make it for you, or no worries. So I can see a majority of you, you prefer MCQ. So mostly I'm going to consider your suggestions. So I just, yeah, let me see. Okay. Yeah. Then I will consider, okay, your suggestions. So mostly we're going to make MCQ questions. That's great. So until now, okay, I would like to see is any other suggestions that you do not want MCQ. Yes, the internet connections will be another concerns. Yes, that will be great. So if you have any other suggestions, please let me know. At least I will able to know that which type of question that you like. So if MCQ, then I will consider for it. After that, I also will finalize with another PK groups. Then I will inform you. So mostly, I think until now, I think all of you prefer MCQ. Then okay. I will consider for it. So for this, okay, I'm going to have some discussion with you all here. So if you have any suggestions, you can let me know. Because when I see this, I thought this group, all of you, you are coming from faculty engineering. So but just now when I see for it, I found that some of you are coming from another faculties. So therefore, I just open these for discussions. So first of all, for the MCQ, if we are going to make the MCQ questions, mostly, okay, I say mostly, we are going to make it 40 questions, 40s, because the marks for this and these online tests will be 20 marks. So 20 marks, because some students told me that if I'm going to put 20 questions, it's very risky for them, because then then better we put it 40 questions. So because one mark for one question is too risky. So therefore, mostly I'm going to make it 40 questions MCQ. If another groups also agree with this. So let's say we make it MCQ or whatever. So regarding for the times, later I'm going to discuss with your team leaders. So either you want to make it, okay, during our class time. Means that within these 2 hours, we just open it and for you to conduct for the quiz. But one problem is, so because when we are going to share everything in our spectrum, the another groups also were able to view for it and retrieve for it. So even though, okay, we have informed them by saying that they cannot click and see, but there will be really some students that prefer and click and see the question. After this they log out. So later on, when they receive 0 marks for this test, then it will be very complicated. Okay, so just I want to open this for a discussion. Please let me know. So shall we going to fix it one time? For example, we fix it and make our online quiz during our class time only, or shall we open it, for example, for 1 week? So you just pick any times within this 1 week. If let's say we're going to open this online quiz for 1 week, it doesn't mean you have 1 week to find the answer. This is totally wrong. Because once the student have clicked to start the quiz, the student have to complete everything within the times. So the reason why we plan to open for 1 week, for example, or 3 days or 5 days or 1 week, because the student can find the best time and the best internet connectivity in conducting their quiz. This only the suggestions. So I would like to see which one that you prefer. So this one also will consider for it. Yes, if we're going to open during one time, then and at the same time, we really concerned and worried another group of APK student, I said may, they may also access for it. That is not fair, okay? So some of you just said that you better open it from 1 week. Okay, let's say we are going to open it for 1 week. I really want to emphasize again and again. If not clear, you can ask me now. Let's say we are going to open the online quiz for 1 week, it doesn't mean that you have 1 week to find all the answer. This is wrong, because once you have clicked to start the quiz, you like or not, you must complete for it. If you do not answer anything, so the system also will mark it for you. So after the time, the system will automatically generate the result. So if we make it in spectrum, okay, something like this. This will be policy, because we cannot let the students, okay, to find the answer within 1 week. This is not fair to everyone. Then if we make it during our class time, at the same time, other students also might, okay, access to this quiz. Then will be not fair to you all, because I do not want to make it unfair to everyone. So let's say we make it in 1 week. So mostly, let me think, okay, what should we do? Or is it, but Google Form, there will be some problems. I would like to inform you in advance. Because the Google Forms, we cannot control the times, and Google Forms will not author or generate the result to the system. So mostly, yeah. Then the students can we worry that some students that just will share, okay, or and answer it, okay, by assisting the time. That is not fair to students who have submitted earlier. So mostly we will not use Google Forms unless some situations that we cannot avoid for it, then we may consider for it. So this is very important. So I also will think, if any technical problems happens, so what you should do for your let's say is any emergency or any things happens, any technical problem happens during your spectrum. So mostly I'm going to create a link so you can report it, okay, immediately. So you have to screenshot everything. So then my student, then all my application students will not feel so nervous, because sometimes there might also happen some technical problems with the system. So to avoid all these unwanted situations, or mostly, okay, we try to make some link or some platform for you to report, okay, if you have encountered any technical problems when you're answering your online quiz. So later I'm going to discuss back with your team leaders, especially after I finalize with all the team leaders from all my APK students. So then we try to finalize it, because if I make it, okay, for example, one week for this group of APK student, I will make all my APK student will be same. I will not say that or for this APK student, because I like them most, then I'm going to extend more days for them to do it. Then this group, I make it few. It's not fair. To me, as I told you many times to my students, I will make it very clear and very fair to everyone. So I got it. So regarding, let's say we're going to have 40 questions. So how many times that you need it? Any suggestions? If 40, how many time you need it? 40 minutes enough? Or 15 minutes? Or 1 hour? Any suggestions? Some of you is say 1 hours. But if 1 hour and 30 minutes will be a lot, okay? Later have issues. Some of you at least 100 hour. Some of you 1 hour and 15 minutes. So I will consider all your suggestions. Some of you is said that 1 hour and 15 minutes. Yes, I will consider. I will consider. Thank you for the input. At least I know that this will be some suggestions that suggested by the group number 13. So tomorrow I'm going to discuss with another APK group students. So then we're going to finalize everything. I will inform you. But okay, but you have to start to make your revisions starting today. So if any updates, I will let you know. Because as I told you earlier, I will not straight away to give you the test without informing you about the time and the day and the way of how we're going to conduct everything. So so today, okay, we already have received some suggestions. I will consider for it. So for this test, this is a really gender reminder for all my APK students. You really need to study. You cannot conduct this online test without any revisions. Then it's very challenging for you. Not only for this subject, for other subject will be same. So mostly we're going to make 40 questions, okay? I will consider the times. And I think many of you, they said that you open for 1 week. Because if you are coming from the same faculty, it will be easier because your timetable mostly will be same. Because they are coming from some faculties, then we will consider for it. So starting today, please make your revisions for your test. So later on, okay, when I have finalized everything, I will get back to you. Don't worry, okay? So don't worry, okay? Please start to start your revisions today. This about your quiz. So another things will be the Excel file. Okay, I would like to clarify everything is a very clear manner. So the first the first Excel file we call is named as a G13. Actually, this file I received it from the officer. So after I shared it with all the group leaders, we found that I think it will be one group. So okay, there will be some missing name. So after that, I retrieve it by the system by my own efforts. Then I share the Excel file with all the team leaders. So after checking for it, it seems okay. But currently, I also will share the latest versions of the name list, okay, from the officer. Then you just double check for it, because we really concerned about the missing students. But right now, we have to conduct everything via online. So so therefore, we really need to double check everything, okay? So make sure that there will be no any student left behind, because if you do not inform us, so and furthermore, okay, I think majority of you're already going back to your hometown. So it's very challenging for us to know that what is your current situation if you never inform us. So especially for team leaders, if you found any students they are missing in your group, then you have to inform us as soon as possible. So this will be the some discussion I would like to share with you. So now I'm going to give you 3 minutes break. So after that, we're going to proceed our next discussion, our next lecture. So we will be seeing you after 3 minutes. So stay tuned. Thank you. So welcome back. So now we're going to proceed our lectures. So this is a fourth general reminder. Make sure everyone you have taken your attendance. There are some students that told me that they forgot to take the attendance. So this is very important. Make sure that all of you have taken your attendance. So for every group leader or the team leaders, could you try to check and update the latest URL for your Padlets page? Because today we're going to conduct, okay, our we're going to conduct some learning activities for today. So mostly we're going to use the Padlet page. So could you try to send back the Padlet page into our team leaders group now? not like this. There will be, I think there will be a one message. It consists of the group for every groups. Means that we were able to know the Padlet link for every groups. Could you paste it again into our WhatsApp, our team leaders WhatsApp group now? Then later on very soon, we're going to proceed for these Padlets. Okay. Okay, please go for it. So then we're going to proceed our next lecture. So please do it now. Okay. So now is already week number 8. So means that it's the mid of semester. So if you have any suggestions about my teaching or anything, you please let me know. Then I'll try my best to improve for it. Because as your lecturer, so I always will try my best to do the best for all my APK students. So actually, just for sharing, so actually every day starting from 8 o'clock mornings until 1 or 2 o'clock in the midnight, actually I have been answering and replying all the message, okay, from my students, because I would like to share whatever I had and try to solve their problems. So if you have any problems, please get back to me. I will try my best in answering your questions. Sometimes I may delay in replying your message because at the same time, I also have to reply another student at the same time. So yes, please let me know, because I really hope that I will be able to share the best with all of you. Because when we're referring to the learning's goal and the learning objective, especially the CRO, the course learning outcomes. So especially for this course, we are planning to train all the APK students with the soft skill. So means that we want to train all the students with the very good communication skill, leadership skill, and because these are all these soft skill will be very important, especially when you are going to sit for any interview after your graduations. So as I mentioned earlier, in the I think it will be first week of second week, I'm not going to ask you to be a businessman, or you must be a businessman. It's not. At least you know how you're going to apply the entrepreneur's skills and mindset in your career after your graduation. This is most important, because you have to know how you're going to lead a project, lead a people, and manage everything within the times, and how you're going to deliver the outcomes. Therefore, in this course, there will be 80% okay comes from the group assignments. Therefore, especially for your case study and your reflection report, so I always ask my student, please share the input that given by your team members, because we want to ensure that every student you have contributed to your groups. It is not fair that only your team leaders or some of the group members just do it. Then you just do not do anything. It's not fair. Then at the same time, you also were able to build a very good teamwork. Because if we just ask someone to do it, so later on, some other group members are also might feel not fair to them. So then there will be some problems might be happen. So I just want to emphasize again and again, only for mostly, okay, I would like to say mostly for the reflection report and the seminar report, okay, and the case study and the seminars reflection report. especially for this assignment. So all the team leaders, you have to put the input, okay, to showcase, to demonstrate the contribution from every team members, and we are going to put the final answer for marking. But I said, but for the marketing portfolio or the business plan, you just, every team leader, you just have to put one table by saying that, okay, this part actually is prepared by which team members. Then you do not need to make it too complicated, because the pages of the marketing portfolio will be many. So we try to make it easier. But I'm very sure that after these two assignments, all of you already have built your teamwork successfully. So every team leaders, you just have to prepare one table. For example, member number one have contributed in doing this part. Just put a table. If could, you just put a signature to acknowledge for it. We would just want to see the contribution. We just want to make sure that there will be no any students that they never participate and do whatever tasks that assigned by the team leaders. That is not fair to others team members too. So therefore, we ask you to do it like this. So if every one of team, every one of you have contributed in doing all the assignments, I think should be not too hard for you to do it. If it's going to be prepared everything by only one or two members, then definitely it's very heavy, because you also have to sit for another online test for another subject. You also have to prepare for another assignments for another subject, because you are not going to take this subject only in this semester. So therefore, I always will concerns of my students. Also will consider every request and any suggestions from my students. So to me, fair will be very important. And yes, this is very important. And transparency, honesty, on everything is very important, because this will be the core values. Okay, we have to implement for it. So this will be the something. So today I'm going to share with you about this. So first of all, we are able to see this PowerPoint slide. This is about the human resources management. If you can see, you just type yes. If you cannot see, you just type no. Yes, okay. Then let's get started. So previously, so we have learned what actually is entrepreneurship. So it's very important, especially when you are going to take for this course with name at GIG 1003. You have to know the differences between an entrepreneurship and a businessman. Because it's very important. Because in this course, we are not going to ask you, you must be a businessman, you must sell something. Because to me, the process of how you're going to apply to entrepreneurs or skill set and mindset will be most important. Because you are not going to train you as a top salesman. I'm not going to train you be a businessman, but mostly we're going to share with you how you are going to apply all these entrepreneur or skill set and mindset in your career, as I mentioned many times during my lecture. Because you have to clear about this. Then our directions, okay, when our direction is clear, therefore we just able to achieve it together. So just as mentioned, why I'm going to always emphasize on the teamwork, because by reference to the one of the learning outcomes, one of the soft skill that I have to train all my students will be the teamwork, the communication skill. All this will be written very clear in our course. So therefore, it's very important that I have to make sure every student you really have contributed in every task that I assign to you. So therefore, I have to do it so. So go back to this. So after that, we learn about the process of how we're going to generate some business idea. Always remember the case study of car park system. So, for example, we have to observe, okay, the current situations. Then we have to analyze, okay, the current problems, what make this happens, and after this, we're going to communicate, okay, with our prospect, and we're going to develop some solutions to them. So after we learn all this, means that we already know how we're going to generate some business idea. We learn about 6 different creativity techniques. So remember the brainstorming. So remember about what are the differences between brainstorming method and even the mind mapping, even the lateral thinking. So attribute listing. All these you have to know what are the differences. So at the same time, you also learn 4 types of innovations and 3 types of creativity. There will be some differences between creativity and innovations. So after we understood all this, and then we're going to transform, okay, all our business idea into the business model. So after that, we have finalized and make sure everything is correct, especially for our business model, business canvas model, and our value proposition model. All is correct. Then at the same time, then we're going to elaborate more in detail into the marketing portfolio. So at that time, so means that you already have setting up your and already has transformed all your business idea into practice. So therefore, it's very important for you to know how you are going to lead a group of people. So same with the company. So for every company, so let us look at this diagram. So either either the largest company or the smaller company, for very sure, they must have one departments, or it's called as a HR departments. So under this HR departments, there will be 8 core functions for it. So especially for the very large company, like a multinational company, mostly they were going to make every core functions under another sub-department. This one for the very large company. But for some company, for example, like a SME company, mostly they're going to combine for it. So means that one officer may need to manage more than one core functions. It depends the size of the company. So I just want to make it very clear about this. So there will be 8 core functions. For example, it could be managed by the same officer. For example, 2 core functions could be managed by the one same officer, or one core functions will be managed by a group of officers. It really depends on the size of company and the policies of this company. But this 8 core function is very important. You have to know. Especially for this lecture, it's very important for all the students. So therefore, for this way, I'm going to assign this learning activity to you, because I do hope you were able to know the process of employments and core functions of every HR departments. Because very soon you are going to sit for your interview. So is it HR department just in is it just in charge for interview? Is it so easy? Actually, it's not. So under every HR or departments, they have a lot of works and the tasks they have to work for it. So in order to lead their employees in this company. So now I'm going to explain one by one. I will not read the slide, but I try to explain it in the easiest manner. So first of all, for this HR plannings, or we call HR means human resources, okay? HR planning. So means that the HR cannot simply offer any vacancy. It's not like this. So first, the HR manager have to attend the meeting with the CEO, the stakeholders, the financials, managers. So in this company, so after endorse and agree with the top managements, okay, officers, for example, in next year, 2021, so our company is going to allocate 1 million by offering new vacancy for next year. So after that, after already been endorsed and approved by the board meeting, so next the HR manager have to plan it. So what type of vacancy that we are going to offer? So how many salaries that we are going to issue? And what kind of benefits that we are going to offer, especially for our new staff? And what kind of what type of employment that we are going to make it? Are we going to make it an offer the contract base or the permanent base? Yes, all these, especially as an HR manager, we have to plan it and make it very clear. So after we have these core functions, it may lead by the HR manager. So these all these will be the core function. One of the core function we call as a planning, HR planning, means under these core functions. So all the so we have to make sure that after receive this budget, what type of position, how much budget. For example, the budget not only for the basic salary, it will also have to allocate and estimate the EPF, the taxes, and the any benefits. Okay, for example, are we going to have company trips? Are we going to provide the trainings? Okay, all these trainings will involve the cost, and this cost will be very important for every company because and for every company, especially for entrepreneur, we have to minimize the cost and maximize the profit. This is very important. So mostly these core functions will be lead and managed by the HR manager. So this HR manager will manage everything, will plan everything. So after that, let's say after the discussions with the officer, okay, then we decided to offer a marketing manager for next year. So later on, okay, when we're going to prepare the employment advertisement, we cannot say we have one vacancy for HR for marketing manager. If you're interested, you send your CV. We cannot do it like this. We have to list it down every task and responsibilities for this vacancy. So for example, for this HR manager, we have to inform and let and explain, okay, to the applicants. So if you're interested to apply for this vacancy, you have to understand your responsibilities and your job tasks. So therefore, we have to prepare what you should do and what will you do if you have joined our company successfully. So go back by referring to the example of the marketing manager. For example, as a marketing manager, you have to you have to you have to you have to know how you are going to post the copywriting. So you have to post, for example, for every week you have to post 30 copywriting. Okay, you have to promote your products by using different social media. So you have to prepare the promotional videos. So for every week, so you have to reply all the questions that asked and posted by our prospect. You also have to hit the sales target. So you also have the hit the visitors and the likes, or how many and how many. So we have to listen down, okay? The job analysis is very important because later on when we're going to evaluate their performance, so we have to refer back to every job task that's stated in the offer letter. So this one we have to make it very clear. So after that, we're going to another core function could be managed by the same officer, or could be by the another officer. So the next core function we call recruitment and selections. So during the interview, so what kind of question that you are going to ask? So what kind of criteria that you are going to set for it? So for example, if you are going to offer the vacancy of, for example, of a marketing manager, so the first criteria or requirements are for these applicants or these candidates, they must possess a bachelor degree in marketing with honors, and they must have the recognized certificates in digital marketing from, for example, from these institutions. So they must have a 5-year working experience, and they have to have an excellent portfolio, okay, especially in social media marketing. So we have to set up all the criteria. So during the interview, so the panels, including the HR manager, will refer to these criteria. So then they will go into evaluate for it. So then after the interview, there will be some discussions. Then they're going to make decision which candidate that we are going to select for it. Based on these criteria and based on these criteria that stated, criteria could refer to the qualifications, the experience, and the portfolio, and the past working experiences, everything. We had to make it very clear under these core functions. So the next core functions we call as training and development. And training and development means that after these candidates or these applicants or these employees have joined this company successfully, so what kind of training that we are going to provide to them? Either is the in-house trainings or the outsources training or whatever training, because every trainings will involve the cost. So under our HR department, we have to make sure that, okay, what kind of training that we are going to give it, not only for the new staff, also for the existing staff in this company, because it's very important. We want to make sure that every staff in this company will perform the best. So when the staff were able to perform the best, they just were able to bring in some profits into this company. This is very important. So after that, especially after end of the year, so they're going to evaluate the performance. So so let's say, okay, the staff have achieved or exceed the expectations. So what kind of rewards that you are going to give it? For example, any bonus or any reward in terms of, for example, another additional 1 month's bonus, or it really depends on how many budget they receive by the HR management department. So after that, as under these core function of the benefits, so we also have to arrange, for example, so is it okay our staff will receive any allowance, okay, for example, transportation allowance, or any other allowance, okay? So let's say, okay, during the year, okay, how many annual leave that you're going to give it to your staff? So let's say, okay, are you going to organize a company trip for a staff or not? Or are you going to have some dinner, okay, end of the year for your staff or not? All this, okay, it will bring the cost. So as a HR manager, even or a financial manager, so we have to make sure that we will not exceed the budget. This is very important. So another one would be the safety and health, means that especially if any of your staff, they are working in very dangerous environments, for example, like a chemist. So every day they have to conduct a lot of experiments. So if anything happens, so how are you going to monitor, okay? How are you going to handle, okay? Let's say there was an emergency. How are you going to rescue, okay, the staff, especially when they are get injured? So how are you going to make sure that they are safe, okay, in working in the working environments that you have provided to them? So for example, are you going to measure their temperatures and comply all the SOP that are enforced by our governments? So let's say is any of your staff are not feeling well. So what are your rescue or your medical plan that you are going to plan for it? This is very important. So we have to make sure that the environments on our workplace is safe. This is very important. Then referring to this, another core function we call as employment laws, means that, let's say if this staff, okay, always been late by going to the company, okay, going to work. So what are the action we can take based on the labor laws that we had? So let's say these staff never, okay, attend and work. So what can we do? So Also, there will be should be someone who is very expert, okay, especially the legal advisor, okay. Mostly they were going to advise, okay, what we should do, okay, especially when there's the staff that did not comply the regulations and the policies that stated by this company. So all these also will be how many holidays, especially public holiday. So because we cannot ask our staff to work on a public holiday unless you're going to pay extra, okay, salary to these staff. So these will be core functions. So go back to this. So mostly this will be the some explanation. As I told you earlier, it could be the same one, and it could be managed by a field officer. It depends on the company size. So now, okay, I'm going to explain to you. This one, probably you can work it, okay, after our class. But or you can also work it now. Let's say I'm going to go to the Padlet page for every groups. But before this, so we're able to see this slide. Could someone reply me? We're able to see this slide or not?
Yes.
Yes, very good. Then okay, for this week, okay, you have one learning activities, and this I want to share with you for our previous practice. Actually, during before MCO or our CMCO. So mostly, I'm going to ask my students to play a role by having these learning activities. So mostly, they will play a role as a HR manager. Mostly, they're going to play a role as a financial manager or CEO, and some of them will play a role as a the applicants or the candidates. So mostly we're going to have one drama or something we call as simulations or interview, because this is very important. Because by having this learning activity, we were able to let our students to experience so what we should do and what we shouldn't do during our interview later on. So for this week, you just have to do the first one first. The first one will be like this. So let's say after you have setting up your company, so now you are going to plan what are the vacancies that you are going to offer. So for example, you are going to offer this, okay, marketing managers or the financials managers. So it really depends on how many vacancies. It depends on your decision. So after that, what you're going to do, you have to understand the 8 functions, okay, that we had discussed just now. Then you have to go back to your Padlet page. So every group's leader already has created your Padlet page for your groups. This is a general reminder. Please make sure that your Padlet page is working, because mostly we're going to use this Padlet page during our business pitching. Because right now we are having everything is via online. So therefore, it's very important that you have to make sure that your Padlet page is working, and whatever that you're going to post it to our WhatsApp group, it will be the latest one, will be updated one. So after this, you're going to have some discussions with your team members. So by saying that what kind of position that we are going to, what kind of vacancy that we are going to offer. So how many salaries, and what are the job analysis and the job requirements. So that's all. Okay, for this week, you have to let me know your discussion between your group members. So later on, you had a screenshot for. So after that, mostly you're going to come out with one advertisement. So employment advertisement. So under this, you have to list out the vacancy, the name of the vacancy, name of the position that you are going to offer via the your vacancy advertisement. At the same time, you're going to list out all the descriptions, and you also have to prepare all the interview questions and the expectations of the candidates. So you have to discuss and make it via Padlet. Then the team leaders, you have to screenshot this Padlet page and submit it as your progress report, week number 8. So let's say you do not have any other discussions in this week, that is okay. You just say that no other discussions, any discussions regarding our assignment. Let's say if you have any discussion with your team members, then you attach your minutes. So later on, you just submit to the Spectrum. So this activity is very important. I always will make it by via drama, okay, during my traditional lecture, because our lecturers actually we had a space, so therefore during this we're going to have something like simulation, something like a drama. So after that, okay, then our student will able to experience for this. Because right now, okay, we cannot have this via online. So therefore, we just able to make it via Padlets. Actually, there were two video. There will be two video. So so please watch this video, because some of my students told me that they cannot watch this video smoothly. Please watch this video, because actually I prefer to use a lot of videos or others learning tools, but apparently some is not working. I see either we can play smoothly or not. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's try this. Just a few minutes. If you were not able to view this, you just let me know. If you were able to view this, also let me know. Because I'm going to share this video. Because I prefer to use video for my lecture. Then we will not so boring. Then you just have to listen everything from me. So starting next week, okay, I will let you Tom. I will let you share more and more.
Human resource management are the formal systems designed to manage people in an organization. Human resource management is like a pinwheel, the management of people in a
Okay, no sounds. Never mind. I try again, Okay, I try again. Supposedly there will be a sound.
Safety and health is about ensuring the safety, health, and welfare and security of people at work. Employee and labor relations focuses on the relationship of employees with the organization and with each other. This human resource model should give you the context to understand and apply the important role of human resource management in today's organizations.
Yes, this will be the video. Let me see. We still have the sometimes, because I prefer to use the videos for my teaching, especially during our online during our lecture. So okay, these were two videos. These are very important. Then I'm going to pick it randomly for our Padlet page. So these will be the group 7s. So please make sure this is the correct ones. Then I try to pick it randomly. So this will be the group number 10. So please update for it. So starting then next week, I'm going to ask randomly, okay, for every groups. Yes, please update for it. So this please make sure everything is updated. Then this group number 14. I just randomly pick randomly. Then I try to go to group number 2. Yes, please proceed for it. So now, okay, before we going to dismiss our class, so number one, make sure that for every team leaders, make sure that every information in your Padlet page is updated and is free of any technicals or problems, because mostly we're going to use it until end of this semester. This is very important. And do not simply delete for it, because we also have to monitor and see any anything by referring to the Padlet page. This is number one. So to conclude, so today I have shared the updates with all of you, especially every update that I received. Then I also have explained to you about every assignments that are already assigned to you. So if you have any questions, you can get back to me, especially during the class or after the class. So second is about the HR core function and HR management. We already have discussed for it. So for this way, for every team leaders, you have to discuss with your team members, especially in working on the first task. The first task means you have to prepare one advertisement, okay, for the vacancy. Then you just a screenshot. Then just the team leader, you have to submit for it. So if you have another meetings, you can attach together. So this will be something that we have discussed for it. We also have discussed about the test and then the quiz. So very soon I am going to discuss with your team leaders later on. So do you have any other questions before we are going to dismiss our class today? No? If you do not have any questions, so hereby I would like to say we're going to dismiss our class today. So thank you so much in joining our online class today. So I wish you all the best, and I wish you have a very great weekend. And please start to make your revisions starting today. So after that, please work for your assignments. And if you have anything you are not clear yet, please get back to me. So